What up, guys? Any tier, guild forever. Well, in reverse. Any tier, guild forever. Ugh. I'm going to be reviewing Yu Yu Hakusho episodes 34, 35, and 36. These were probably my most emotional, yet favorite episodes in the whole series. I know some people will be like, but what about this fight? What about these other episodes? What about... This actually turned me into a sobbing mess. Yep. Series made me cry. F you for that. But still, overall, it was good. I love every bit of it. A very sad story between a master and his students. And honestly, this story could have ended very, very badly for either side. But thank goodness in the end, if you don't want spoilers, even though I feel like if you're watching this, you should already know. But if you're watching and you don't want to be spoiled, you got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. A tragic story of students and their master. But I was very, very happy and moved that not only was the master still alive, but in the end, the kids, the students, they managed to live through this. Their family, like, I was worried that at the end of this, I was gonna have to see a family die altogether. That their master has been dead for a long time. And these students, their lives were robbed. And now they're going to die without fully realizing the kind of people they can be, the kind of person their master wanted them to be. And they were going to die with bloodstains on their hands. But I was so happy that at the end of the day, not only that is their master alive, their master is going to recover. And now they are alive too. And they're going to recover from this. And more importantly, their family is not going to get torn apart. And they have more years with their master and having lives and having to make sure they live it out to best of their abilities. I know one day, years later, maybe their master's going to go. Maybe he's going to pass away. But you know what? At least you have time now to make up for the years that you could have been, or who knows how long it's been since that little event, where they're finally free and they could live the life they want, the life they choose, not the life that was robbed from them because of that psycho bastard. Personally, I would have given that bastard a more excruciating death after the things he's done, the crimes he's committed. He deserves something worse than death. In my opinion, how he got off was too easy. I would have been a lot worse to him. Oh man, but I'm not gonna. I honestly, guys, I did not expect to tear up in this episode. It really got me straight in the soul because I really did believe, I was thinking the worst in this whole situation. I thought that their master was dead, and they're going to die too. A family was torn apart, and this piece of garbage is the one that robbed them away of their family. The bond that they had with each other. These kids thought of their master like a father. And you took advantage of that. You tried to destroy it. You tried to rob them of the one important family that's in their life. That piece of shit needed calm down. I'm like trying my hardest not to be an emotional wreck right now. I'm like really, really trying. I'm really glad those kids got their dad back. Man, even saying that is getting to me. I'm not gonna lie to you though. I am gonna miss them. I feel like they could have some great potential in the story, and I hope we get to see them again, because I would really, really, really like to see those characters again. They're awesome characters. They had a great backstory. Well, I wouldn't say like their story is positive, but like their story was so moving, so interesting, that like you hate for them to just go and just, like that's it, right? Like, no, I want to see more. I want to see them improve. Like, maybe there's going to be like another big tournament in this series and they join in this tournament, but this time it's not going to be a tournament where it's a life or death. It's a tournament for like to determine who is the strongest person in like the world or something. Like, it's not just for demons, it's like for humans, for all kinds. And they join in, and Yusuke's team has to like fight them, and it'll be like a fun, even, fair match. Nobody gets hurt, no one loses a life, no one needs to go through any sorrow or anything like that. So I really hope they at least like if they're not gonna come back for like a tournament, at least just bring them back for like a cameo or like something, you know what I mean? Because I feel like characters like that deserve to be in the spotlight more, because they're very likable, they're very enjoyable to watch. Like am I the only one that would not mind seeing them again? Like, what's to dislike? They're all likable characters. They all have great potential. And in the span of 3 episodes that I got to know these characters a bit more, I really like them. But I will admit, if there's any other character that is a main that I'm going to see no matter what more often that I really did enjoy, Kuwabara's character just pushed it to a whole other level. I don't know. I feel like Kuwabara is the very more sentimental character. Like, even though he comes out as this hard, tough, like trying to be a badass, like, I'm a tough guy, I can beat all you guys up, you're nothing, like, square up or whatever. But turns out he's one of the most kindest people I've seen. Kuwabara is by far one of the most selfless characters in this series. Yusuke is a good guy too, but I feel like I haven't seen someone with more nerve, more resolve, more spirit than Kuwabara. So I really did appreciate the show for giving us something like that, for making Kuwabara a much more likable character, and making these very fresh characters that only lasted 3 episodes become one of the most few likable characters in a very likable story that I've seen from this show. Again, these 3 episodes, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Wonderful build-up. Very good, tragic, moving story. I was so into it that I even forgot sometimes that I was doing a reaction. I thought I was legitimately just watching a show. The characters showed that, especially when they start saying killing themselves, I'm like, don't do that. Don't say that. No. Like, how can I, like, if they died and their master died, how could I bring myself to like this match? How can you bring yourself to, like, enjoy this fight at all? This isn't a fight. You know what this is? This is a tragic situation for a bunch of kids that have been forced to be put in a situation where they're killing people and they don't have a choice, while learning that their master may or may not be alive. And at the end of the day, all they want is to put an end to this misery, so they don't have to see themselves be cleansed in blood. So they can possibly be, if their master truly is dead, at least they can be with him and enjoy themselves in the afterlife. Because in this physical plane they were suffering, they were hurting, and they were forced to endure it. But in the end, no matter how much they suffered, no matter how bloody their hands may be, it wasn't them that caused it. It was that piece of garbage. The ones that lost their lives because of the actions that took place with them, the crimes have been paid. They don't need to pay a damn soul. They don't have to atone for a damn thing. They did nothing wrong. And they should be happy that their master's back and they have their life again. I really hope we see these characters again. Truly, I really mean that. Question 1. What is a good question 1? Anyway. Question 1. Was I the only one that cried here? Like, I feel like I was the only crying mess in this whole episode. I really hope I'm not the only one. I swear to God, I'm gonna feel so weird. Question 2. I feel like I should have a lot of questions, but I strangely don't. I was just that immersed that I completely didn't consider any other possibilities. Hold up, let me think for a second. Question 2. What is a good question 2? I guess I'll make a basic. Out of the 3 students that we saw, out of all 3, which one to you has the best ability, like the best technique? And tell me why in the comment section below. I guess we can add a little bonus question too. Bonus question. How would you rank their powers of the 3 students from D to S? So D is the lowest, C, then B, then A, and then S. Where would you rate their powers of each of these students? Tell me why. Alright then guys, that's it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. Really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace. I'm out.